Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our main event of the evening. Coors Super Fights for the International Sport Karate Association Heavyweight Championship of the World. In the blue corner, introducing from New Orleans, Louisiana. He weighs 191 pounds. He has a professional record of 38 wins, 8 losses, 19 of those wins by knockout. Will you welcome to Denver, Al the Comet Mims? And in the red corner, fighting out of Denver, Colorado, he weighs 194 pounds. His professional record is 29 wins, 1 loss, 23 of those wins by knockout. The champion, Dennis the Terminator Maestas.
8 minutes per round. When I say break, you break clean. If anything besides the fighter's feet touch the ground, you must stop the attack. Let's have a good, clean fight, gentlemen. Good luck to both of you.
We've had the instructions, and the fighters are ready to go. It'll be 12 rounds or less for the ISK World Heavyweight Championship. Did you see the way Alexio came into the ring? Not only attired in after-dinner wear for a fighter with white tails. Dan, I want you to take a lesson from the way this guy dresses and learn something.
I'll try to follow suit.
Alexio in the white, the world champion of the cruiserweight and the heavyweight title. Only the heavyweight titles at stake here. Mims in the black fighting pants. Alexio taking that trademark kicks to the ribs. He often begins by attacking his opponents to the body. He's giving away at least 4 inches in height in this one, and so the body is a natural choice for target, Dan.
It's hard to believe that there's just 3 pounds of weight difference between these two men. Alexio is so much bigger than Mims. I've never seen Mims fight. I've seen Alexio fight a lot of fights. It just doesn't seem like it would be a fun thing to do to get in the ring with that man.
Well, Al Mims is fighting him for the 3rd time. Give Al Mims some credit for that. Oh, overhand right, almost daylights out if it had caught Mims clean. Mims pulling Alexio forward, a good boxing technique there, throwing the champion off balance and pulling him in where he couldn't do any damage.
Put him away!
Mims has been in there twice and been stopped twice by Alexio. Once, they both agree. The referee made a tremendous mistake, had no business stopping the fight. Another time, the first time they met, which was 4 years ago, Alexio stopped Mims with a round kick to the ribs. Just a lucky shot, according to Mims. Alexio staying close in range. Mims, who you would think would want to open up some distance between the fighters, is not really trying to keep Alexio off.
No, and that could be a big mistake. Alexio is just a very big, strong man. He's got very good boxing skills, very good kicking skills. So far, it seems like Mims is just trying to step in there and tie him up. That is against the ISKA rules. You cannot clinch in ISKA rules.
Overhand right grazes Alexio's chin. No damage done. It could spell trouble later on if he finds the range. Mims looks very calm in there. He looks very confident. Alexio's a reputation, and he's just physical strength and kicking ability with body shots like those round kicks right off the bat. Often intimidates opponents. Right hand up might have hurt Mims a little bit.
First round's over. Both men got their 8 kicks in.
Mims goes back, and he knows from prior experience, and he knows it again tonight, there's no such thing as a feel-out round for Dennis Alexio. He comes right out and tries to punish you from the opening bell.
Alexio just bows in and starts going forward. He comes in with those hard back leg ground kicks. He's got excellent punching skills. He can knock you out with a foot or a hand. It doesn't much matter to him. Mims is staying cool, calm, and relaxed. We'll just see. Maybe he's going to try to wear him down and do damage in the later round. I can't hardly see Dennis getting tired. Dennis is coming off of injury, though. It's the first time I think that he's ever been injured. He did some damage to the little finger on his left hand, and I believe, Michael, you were talking to him earlier, and he did make a comment that that did affect him a little bit.
Well, he said that it bothers him a little bit psychologically. He wouldn't let on how much. Just the fact that he would admit it, I have to feel like it's bothering him more than he'd like to. But after a round or two, we'll see if he just relaxes about the whole thing. Certainly, he didn't look any less the bruiser in that first round. He's carrying a full 195 pounds, as you pointed out, 194 for this, when he's grown into a full heavyweight. He won the title. He was at the cruiserweight limit of 182. But he looks very strong. And that left kick slaps into Mims' face, Dan.
Basically the same tempo as the first round. Mims is just kind of hanging in there and kind of tying him up and trying to wear him down maybe. Alexio's going after him. Mims started off with those front kicks to the body that weren't real effective, but were working well in keeping Dennis off of him. If he stayed with that straight line, he may be able to keep Dennis away and maybe get a good shot in.
Alexio now controlling the pace behind that left lead kick as he sends Mims to the ropes 2 and 3 times in a row now. Mims fighting back with his hands. He's been a professional boxer, probably a better puncher than a kicker. He wouldn't talk strategy before the fight. Alexio already looking like the body shots are weakening Mims. Mims doesn't look as sharp as he did even in the first round. Right hand up. Oh! Round kick. He's out. He's out. He's not going to get up. He will not get up. The doctor is in the ring right away.
The doctor was sitting right there when the man dropped down. That was a beautiful kick to the head. And Mims was out cold the second it hit. We should see that again quickly here on the replay.
All right, here it is.
He'll step back and just as boom, there it was. You could see that both hands were down. You could not see it hit clearly, but you could see that it was just going right into the target.
He was out cold before he ever hit the ground. When they go down slow, Dan, it's usually a sign of unconsciousness. It looked to me like maybe we could even see the replay of the action before that Alexio had hurt Mims. Right before that, Mims was stunned, and that's what opened him up for that devastating left round kick. Let's go back and see it again.
He sets him up real good. Mims is kind of hanging in there. He makes the mistake of stepping back. Boom. There it is. Like I said with one of those earlier fights, you've got to keep your hands up at all times.
Mims is not being easily revived. They've got the emergency squad in there with him. And it looks like his eyes are open, though. He's sitting up and he's actually talking. He's shaking hands now from a prone position with the world heavyweight champion, Dennis Alexio. Alexio has dominated the lighter weight classes, the light heavyweight, and now the cruiserweight class, a total of 8 title defenses. Now, winning his 3rd title, he has a devastating defense of the heavyweight crown. There's Alexio, and Will Edgington, his cut man. And Bob Carmichael, another cut man. He's got 2 cut men in the corner with him. We will talk with Dennis Alexio after the bout is over, after we get him out of the ring, when we get the call from Dan Walker. Right now, while they work over Al Mims, Dan, let's take a quick break, and let's come back with the official decision of tonight's fight. Announcer Dan Walker with the call on tonight's results.
At 1 minute, 15 seconds of the 2nd round, the winner by knockout, and still the heavyweight